Hello students, this is chapter 6 of history and the name of the chapter is Kingdom, Kings and Early Republic. This is part 2. So now we will see about the people who were living from who were living in India between 1000 BC to 600 BC. This is the time when in India, basically in the North India, that is the Gangetic Plain, where big kingdoms arrive, big kingdoms emerge. And so the question is, what are the source through which we get to know about these early kingdoms? So first of all, there are the archaeological sources. As you know that sources are divided into two parts. One is archaeological source and the second one is a literary source. So this is the period about this period we have the information through literary sources also, because books were composed during this period. So the earliest book that was composed in this period, that was Vedas. So four Vedas were written during 1500 BC to 600 BC. So there are the four number of Vedas: the Rig Veda, Sam Veda, Yajur Veda, Athar Veda. Among this oldest Ved is Rig Ved, which was composed around 3500 years ago, and this Rig Ved is also known as the earliest Ved, earliest book, and it has thousands of hymns, uh, thousands of well sayings that were written in the praise of the god and goddesses. And it is said that these hymns were composed by the rishis, because पहले ये सब ओरल था, जो गुरु होते थे वो अपने शिष्य को ओरली चीज़ों याद करा दिया करते थे। लेकिन फर्स्ट टाइम में वैदिक पीरियड में इसको रिटन डाउन, इसको पेन डाउन किया गया। उसके बाद वैदिक पीरियड के बाद आता है लेटर वैदिक पीरियड, दैट बिगिंस फ्रॉम 1000 BC टू 600 BC। तो इसमें इन जो तीन वेद हैं, जो नेक्स्ट थ्री वेद है वो लिखा गया है। इसमें साम वेद है, यजुर्वेद है, अथर्ववेद है। तो these Vedas also composed by the priest, and these all describe the rituals that were performed, and also rules about the society, like from the birth till the death, how a person has to lead a life, what are the different practices they have to do, how they have to behave in the society, what are the relationship between the brother and father, mother and sister, mother and father, husband and wife. So the relationship, the behavior, their duties, their rights, everything um, about the information of these people get from these अदर थ्रीज वेदास। ठीक है, तो रिचुअल्स को कैसे परफॉर्म करना है, सोसाइटी के रूल्स और रेगुलेशन क्या हैं, और मेडिसिन के बारे में, ये सब के बारे में सामवेद, यजुर्वेद, अथर्ववेद से पता चलता है। इन्हीं बुक से हमको ये भी पता चलता है कि सोसाइटी में जो लोग रहते थे उनको कितने कैटेगरी में डिवाइड किया गया था। ओके, तो आगे हम लोगों के बारे में पढ़ेंगे, सोसाइटी के लोगों के बारे में पढ़ेंगे। तो उन लोगों के बारे में जानकारी लेने के लिए ये वेद हमारी बहुत ही मदद करते हैं। सो देयर वर सेवरल ग्रुप्स इन द सोसाइटी एट दैट टाइम, फॉर एग्जाम्पल प्रीस्ट, वॉरियर, फार्मर, हर्डर, ट्रेडर्स, क्राफ्ट पर्सन, लेबरर, फिशिंग फॉक, फॉरेस्ट पीपल। ओके, तो इसमें से कुछ लोग रिच होते थे, कुछ लोग पुअर होते थे। ठीक है, जैसे कि प्रीस्ट हो गए, वॉरियर हो गए, कुछ फार्मर्स और ट्रेडर्स, ये रिच हो गए। ठीक है, बट ऑन द अदर हैंड इफ यू सी द सिचुएशन ऑफ हर्डर्स, क्राफ्ट पर्सन्स, लेबरर, फिशिंग फॉक, hunter gatherers, so they mostly poor. So what happened that priests divided all the peoples into 4 groups, and these are known as varnas. तो priest ने क्या किया, ये चारों जो लोग भी रह रहे हैं वहां पर उनको 4 कैटेगरी में डिवाइड कर दिया गया और इन्हीं को बोला गया कि 4 varnas है. So according to them, each varnas had a different sets of function. So how these varnas, how the people were categorized, were categorized on the basis of their work. जो काम वो कर रहे हैं उसके बेस पर उनको अलग अलग वर्ण में डिवाइड कर दिया गया. ठीक है, तो प्रारंभ में जब ये वर्णा सिस्टम एग्जिस्टेंस में आया, ओके, एट दैट टाइम these varna system was based on the work, on the function that you do. okay, suppose कि एक ही फैमिली में जो फादर है वो फार्मर है बट उनका सन जो है वो टीचिंग का काम करता है, तो फादर वुड बी बिलोंग डिफरेंट वर्नास एंड सन वुड बी बिलोंग डिफरेंट वर्नास. वहीं में उनकी मदर है वो कुछ और काम करती है तो मदर का अलग वर्ण हो गया. ठीक है, तो इस तरीके से विद इन अ फैमिली the people belongs to 3 varnas were found. okay, and when this system was during the rig vedic period. ऋग वैदिक पीरियड में उस समय तो ये क्लैरिटी नहीं थी वर्णा सिस्टम की, लेकिन एक ही फैमिली में डिफरेंट डिफरेंट काम को करने वाले लोग रहते थे. ओके, लेकिन जब हम लेटर वैदिक पीरियड में आते हैं तो उस समय स्ट्रिक्ट कैटेगराइजेशन दिखाई देता है, स्ट्रिक्ट डिवीजन दिखाई देता है अमंग द सोसाइटी. सो सोसाइटी वॉज डिवाइडेड इंटू 4 varnas. The first varna was Brahman, the second varna was Kshatriya, third was Vaishyas and the fourth one was Shudras. Okay, तो इनकी क्या सिचुएशन थी, इनका काम क्या था, वो सब अब आगे देखते हैं हम. So these 4 varnas were Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudras. The first varna, that was Brahman, and these Brahmans were expected to study and teach Vedas because at that time religious books were the main, and they deal with all type of society as well as the personal and social life. All the people's life were governed by the Vedas. So this book was of the main important. So Brahmans expected to study the Vedas. They educate to the others after reading it. They also performed various type of rituals. They were well versed in rituals. Only they have the knowledge of the Veda. So people used to give them the great respect because they have all the knowledge to solve the problem of the people in their day-to-day life. Its second place was given to the rulers, and rulers belong to Kshatriya Varnas. So Kshatri means the one who protect the territory, who protect the peoples, who fight the battles. So rulers and soldiers basically comes from this Varna. Third were the Vish or Vaishyas. Third category was known as the Vaishyas, and all the farmers, herders, traders means who do the work to earn their livelihood for their sustenance. They do some work. So these people belongs to Vaishyas community. So these Kshatriya and Vaishyas could perform the rituals, could call the Brahmans in their house for 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 praying of the god. And but the last Varnas were Shudras, and only they have the responsibility to serve other 3 community. Okay, and these Shudras were not allowed to perform any type of rituals. So both women and Shudras were not allowed to study Vedas. ठीक है, उस समय लेटर वैदिक पीरियड में विमेन्स को भी वेद पढ़ने की परमिशन नहीं थी, उन्हें भी किसी तरह के सेक्रीफाइस या रिचुअल्स में पार्टिसिपेट करने की परमिशन नहीं थी। तो इस तरीके से सोसाइटी को लेटर वैदिक पीरियड में 4 वर्णों में डिवाइड कर दिया गया: ब्राह्मण, क्षत्रिय, वैश्यास, शूद्रास. At the uppermost level there was a Brahman, then second level given to Kshatriya, third level given to Vaishyas, and the last was the place of Shudras. So in this way we can depict uh, the later Vedic period society in a triangle, where at the top priest, then after Kshatriya, then Vaishyas, and at the bottom there was the Shudras and women. So who is at the bottom? It's mean their situation is very pathetic. They are facing problem in the society. They were not given the same respect as the upper peoples are given. Okay, so you can understand with the help of this triangle that all the four communities prestige was not similar in the society. Okay, there was a hierarchy. Someone is above and someone is lower in the strata of the society. The priest also said that these groups were decided on the base of the birth. पहले क्या होता था कि फोर वर्णास को उनके ऑक्यूपेशन के बेस पर डिसाइड किया गया था, लेकिन बाद में प्रीस्ट ने कहा कि बाय बर्थ ही ये डिसाइड हो जाएगा कि कोई इंसान किस वर्ण से बिलोंग करता है. If your father is a Brahman, so you would automatically become the Brahman. If your father is a sweeper, you also have to do the work of cleaning, sweeping activity. Whatever intelligence do you have, it doesn't matter. Okay, तो इस तरीके से बाय बर्थ बना दिया गया. एंड दिस सिस्टम वॉज वेरी रिजिड. यू कैन नॉट चेंज योर ऑक्यूपेशन, you cannot change your category, you cannot change your work. Then later on, Brahman also classifies some people as untouchable. Untouchable means you cannot touch them. कुछ ऐसी कम्युनिटी थी जिनको छुआ नहीं जा सकता था, जिनके साथ बैठ करके खाना नहीं खाया जा सकता था, जिन्हें किसी भी पब्लिक गैदरिंग में बुलाया नहीं जा सकता था. So who were these untouchable? Mainly the Shudras. Okay, so the last the lower community who was assumed that they are doing dirty work, they are doing uncleaned work. So these peoples cannot be touched. तो इसमें क्राफ्ट पर्सन्स को, हंटर गैदरर को, और वो सभी लोग जो कि बरियल्स और क्रिमेशन एक्टिविटी में इन्वॉल्व हैं, जो डेड बॉडी को बरिड करने में इन्वॉल्व हैं, उसको बर्न करने में इन्वॉल्व हैं, वो सभी लोगों को अनटचेबल्स माना गया. उन सभी लोगों को सोसाइटी में सबसे छोटा, सबसे कम रिस्पेक्ट दी जाती थी. Then, but the system which was formed in the North Indian society, it was not prevailed all over India. Many people did not accept the system of Varna which were laid down by the Brahmins. So why it was so? क्यों कुछ लोग इस वर्णा सिस्टम को, सोसाइटी के डिवीज़न को एक्सेप्ट नहीं करते थे? पहला रीज़न ये है कि some people thought that they were superior टू हिज प्रीस्ट, टू द प्रीस्ट. वो लोग क्या मानते थे? कुछ लोग, राजा लोग मानते थे कि दे आर सुपीरियर देन द प्रीस्ट. दे गिव द गिफ्ट्स टू द प्रीस्ट. दे कॉल द priest to perform the rituals. So then priest has its important. Okay, without king there is no importance of the priest. Priests are fully dependent over the king for their livelihood. So because of this, king assumed themselves that they are superior than the priest. But as I told you earlier कि जो वर्णा सिस्टम है, वर्णा सिस्टम में पहले ब्राह्मण आता था, फिर क्षत्रिय, फिर वैश्य, फिर शूद्र. तो क्षत्रिय कम्युनिटी के लोग ही किंग बनते थे, तो इसलिए उन्होंने अपने आप को सुपीरियर माना. Beside, other felt that birth cannot be base for deciding which varna people belongs to. कुछ लोग ये चीज़ मानते ही नहीं थे कि बर्थ के बेस पर वर्णा डिसाइड हो जाएगा. बाय बर्थ means by birth it will be decided that you will do the ritual activity or you will do the farming activity. So by birth many people start denying this varna system. By birth everyone is same, there is no differences and no any talent people have by birth. It can be learned, it can be acquired by training. So the people who believe in such thinking, they start denying that varna should not be um, based on the birth. Okay, occupation should not be decided by birth and there should be no discrimination on the occupation also, क्योंकि हर एक काम का इम्पोर्टेंट है. अगर अगर पूजा पाठ कराने वाले का इम्पोर्टेंट है, राजा का इम्पोर्टेंट है, तो सफाई करने वाले का भी इम्पोर्टेंट है ना. तो इसलिए कुछ लोगों ने कहा कि बाय बर्थ कोई भी डिस्क्रिमिनेशन नहीं होना चाहिए. एंड दिस इज द वर्ना सिस्टम विच which become the base for doing the untouchability. ठीक है, for practicing untouchability, and because of the untouchability many peoples have to humiliated in the society. They were given disrespect, they were not allowed to enter into the village, they were not allowed to drink the water in the from the same tank where other communities are using. They cannot play the worship, they cannot study the vedas. So these all the activity were doing because this varna system, some peoples are at the lower level, they are doing the work which is not so much of important, which is very dirty work. So in this way these peoples were devoid to do the rituals practice. So इस वजह से भी, because some peoples were facing untouchability, so because of that also this system were not accepted. So there were many areas in the subcontinent, for example northeast, where brahmans influence was less, so varna system also did not get its foot in those areas. This is the reason why in northeast there are very less social differences. Okay, social and economic differences, वहाँ पे जो भेदभाव है, डिस्क्रिमिनेशन है, वो बहुत ही कम होता है. एवरीवन इज इक्वल एंड एवरीवन गिव द सेम सोशल स्टेटस देयर. ओके, तो यहाँ पर हम इस वर्णा सिस्टम को फिनिश करेंगे. I hope कि you all understand this part of this chapter. For further lesson, you will have to move the next video. Thank you.